boy? You having a good time? Are ya? Good boy. Where's your sister? There she is. Come on. Were you just rolling? Were you having fun? Okay. Let's continue. Okay, well, welcome back to the channel. It has been forever. Terrible. I am just so terrible. But anyway, we're making an effort again here. We're just having a stroll through the park. The kids are exploring. They're sniffing around. Lots of smells in the park. And we're just enjoying the sights and fresh air. Still a nice day out. It's, oh gosh, what is it? September, well, it's in the first week of September anyway. And it's a nice day. A few clouds in the sky, but there's some blue stuff. It's been nice. We haven't been up to a heck of a lot. Just working and chilling, and I'm currently off work right now because I had a workplace injury. I got hit in the head, and so I'm going to physio to deal with some concussion and vestibular issues that I'm having. So I may have to sit down in a second here because I'm finding it a little bit tiresome, and I'm a little bit dizzy and woozy. I had physio not long ago, about an hour or so ago, and I'm feeling the effects of it. So let's go and find a bench. Okay, the two of you, Journey's tied up to the bench. Where are you? We're at the back here. No, come on back. Smoke. You've got a little bit more leeway, but you're being a pain in the butt. Come here. Can you come up to the front here where I can see you? Where are you going? No, no, no. Come back this way. Good boy. Come back this way. Go lie on the grass. For heaven's sake. Okay. Mercy me, it's like babysitting toddlers. Anyway, yes, welcome back to the channel. Whining already. Anyway, children. That's enough. Okay, you guys are just, you're like toddlers, like little children. When mommy or daddy gets on the phone, all of a sudden everything becomes about you. But if I'm paying attention to you, you want to do your own thing, and you don't care if I have attention on you. It's hilarious. Kids, dogs, same thing. Okay, Journey, your brother's already in here on timeout. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Your brother's already on timeout, so come on. Come on. She's getting up there. She's 13 this year. Halloween is her birthday. Come on, buddy. Journey. She's getting hard of hearing, I think. Journey. Yeah. Let's go. Good girl. But she could still get up on the bed. Oh, stop. Oh my god. Okay, so that was a challenge. They're just like kids. It's so funny. Anyway, they're in the van. They're on timeout. So we're just gonna... We'll hit the picnic table and I'll do it from here. So hang on, let me set this up. Okay. Excellent. Where were we? Oh man, I tell you, it's just, yeah, it's like having kids. And then, you know, like your kids are off playing, they're doing their own thing, and then you get on the phone, and as soon as you're talking to somebody, company comes over, the kids want your attention. Mom, 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 tugging on you. Anyway, they're in there. They've had their run around the park. They did their biz. So now it's nap time. But I'll give them a treat in a little bit when we're done here. So yeah, it's been a hot minute. Not gonna lie. And I know I've said this in other videos too. I promise it's not gonna happen again. I could say that till I'm blue in the face. But if a gap happens, it happens. There's no yeah, it's unfortunate, but it happens. And it happened again. I have had a hard time with dealing with grief over Holly's death, and then I lost my brother in November, so and that was unexpected, and it's been a little bit difficult to deal with that because there's a distance. He was in England, his family's all in England, I'm here in Canada. I can't get there to see them, and it's been a long time since I did see him. Sorry, a little bit of a break there. There was somebody walking by, and filming for me is still a bit of a nervous issue and self-conscious. I need to learn to get over that, but anyway, so that happened. Anyway, sorry, he's gone now. Yeah, so just dealing with grief and going through all the emotions involved with grief, and losing Holly was a big hit, not just to me but to Journey, and it really was difficult. I could sort of alleviate it for the most part by getting her another companion, but for me it was different. I still miss her. I still miss her so much. She was such a great dog. And, you know, she, I think, helped me more than I helped her. So I think she was like a therapy dog for me, if you will. So losing that therapeutic aspect of her was devastating. But, you know, I let a couple months pass that we adjusted with life without her, but I saw how much it was affecting Journey, so I had to make a decision on getting another dog. Anyway, we have Smoke. He's just as much special needs as Holly ever was. I think he almost might even be more so. But he's a work in progress, and he's coming, you know, he came to me with his own set of abusive background issues, and that's okay. I'm okay with that. But he's becoming quite the mama's boy, and if he doesn't get my attention, he's pretty bad. Mom, Mom, Mom. Oh, they see the other dog. As tiny as it is, they saw it. Anyway, children. So yeah, but we're still here. We're still puttering around. And I've been off work for a month and a half now. I got knocked on the head, so I've got a bit of a concussion, and I've been dealing with that. Some vestibular issues and balance and nausea and just a gamut of things. So having a hard time sometimes stringing words together. If I get tired or if I'm in a stressful situation, I can't find my words, and I stumble and I hesitate, and then it frustrates me and I get mad. So there's a bit of mood issue going on there too, but we're dealing with it. I'm in physio, so we're going to try and see if we can get me back to a point of either complete normalcy or as close to that as possible. I've been hit on the head a few times throughout my life, starting as a teenager. When I was younger, I don't remember if I ever got hit in the head. I don't think I did. But it started as I was a teenager, I think, the first time. I was messing around with a friend of mine. We were wrestling, and she happened to trip me up, and I fell on the sidewalk and hit my head. That was the first time I ever remember hitting my head. And then I've just, you know, I've done stupid things over the years as a teenager. Jumping off of roofs, climbing trees, falling out. So yeah, God, I wish I could go back to those days and do it all over again. Now I'm nearly 60 and I don't think I can even bend over to tie my shoes without throwing a hip out. Isn't it fun? But we're still walking. We're still waking up every morning. We're still here, and that's a good thing. So let's talk about what I have planned for my van life here. It's not going to end. I'm going to continue on with it. There's no sign of me stopping whatsoever. When I made the decision to move into my van and live in it, it was well thought out. I planned it for at least a year, maybe even 2 years, over a 2-year period, close to it. And I did the research, and I watched YouTube, and I checked out channels, and I watched people that were in it, and I was motivated. And so I made a decision, and the pickup truck that I had was a Ram 1500 pickup truck. It was had a canopy on it and everything, and I kept looking at the canopy, and I thought, I think I could live in that. Like, I think I could do overlanding. Set the camper, set the bed of the pickup truck with a little bed. Maybe put in some plywood or something, make a little cabinet, make a countertop. Put a stove in it, maybe wire it for lights. And I think I could do it. And so that's what sparked the fire. And then I got into the rabbit hole of van life, and I thought, I like that one even better. So then I looked at options on vans and things like that, and what I could do, and, you know, should I sell the pickup truck? I still had payments on it, so I couldn't sell it. But, you know, should I sell it, pay the loan off, and then take what's left over to go and buy a used vehicle? Or do I just take the pickup truck in and trade it for a new vehicle? So that's the route I went. So I went back to Dodge, and I talked to them about it, and looked at options on different types of the vehicles. So I weighed the options of Ram, Ford, Mercedes. Mercedes was out right off the get-go. Too expensive. So that left Ford and Dodge. So that I dove deeper into the two different vans and what the differences were, and what each had pros and cons in that. And having looked at all of that, came to the conclusion that Ram was probably the best one to go with, just for what I wanted. And so I went to Dodge, and I said, you know, I've got this pickup truck, I've still got payments on it, but what can you put me in? Can we go for a test drive? Took a Ram ProMaster for a test drive, loved it, looked at the interior of it, spent some time with the dealer, with the salesman, and looked at the dimensions and the height and all of it. And I decided, okay, I think that's it. That's the one I want. So I special ordered it. And then here we are. I threw some stuff into it, just home furnishings, like a dresser and my bed. I modified my bed and made it into a floating bed. I bolted some, was it 2x6s onto each side of the van, and I made a floating bed. So I took parts of my bed that I had at home and took it apart, and then tried to figure out, okay, what can I keep and what can I get rid of? So I just modified it. So I took the frame of it itself, where the mattress sits, and, you know, the sideboards and the two little end boards, but I took away the headboard and the footboard, and I took away the feet, and just turned it into a floating bed. It's a double bed, fits in there perfectly, full size. So I insulated it. I put some puck lights in on the ceiling. I did tongue and groove cedar ceiling, and the wiring is still yet to be done. So that's the next project. I've got the MaxxAir fan on top, so I need that wired in. I've got a couple of roof racks on top, and I had some ideas on how I wanted to mount the panels, the solar panels, because I have solar and everything, I've got it all, but I don't have it installed yet. So I went with a couple of Rhino-Rack roof racks, because I thought, well, maybe I can attach it that way. But my secondary thought on those was, no, I don't think that's going to work, and I'd already bought them. But my other, like the secondary idea was to eventually get a rooftop storage cargo thing, like the Thule. But I think Rhino-Rack makes them. And then just put one of those up top. So I'm going to keep those on the van, but I need to figure out a rack system. And I've looked at, what is it, 80, I think they changed the name now, but it's 80/20 extruded aluminum. And it comes in long pieces. It's aluminum, so it's lightweight, so, and then you can cut it down. But it's, if you look at it on the end, it's kind of like an X. And each tip of the X has like an arrow to it. They also call it T-posts. But it's got a hollow groove on all four sides, so it can be, there's nuts to it, so you can put the nuts, feed the nuts down the channel, and then you can attach to the nuts. There's that. Now I looked at the prices. It's expensive. So then I looked at, well, what are my other options? Something cheaper, right, that I can actually easily get a hold of and not have to wait for shipping and pay for shipping and yada yada. So the other thing that I came up with is it's called Unistrut or Superstrut. Unistrut, I think, is the proper name, and it's made of galvanized steel though, so it's more durable, yet it's more heavy. With galvanized steel, you can paint it, so I could paint it black. The extruded aluminum, you can also get different colors. It's already pre-colored. But the Unistrut is just straight on bare extruded, sorry, not extruded, galvanized steel. So I decided, okay, well, there's got to be a way to paint it. You have to be able to paint this stuff. So I did some more research and found out, yes, you can. So I can paint it black. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And I'll just get 2 pieces for the length of the van, cut them down to what I need, and then attach them to the roof on either side. And then from there, I could do crossbars of angle aluminum. Or even tube aluminum. But either way, I'll figure out a way to do it. So it's going to be cheaper. It may not be the ideal material, but it's cheaper. And that's where I'm going with. What I'm going with is cheaper. So we're going to have a look at that. So I think it's going to be exciting. I need to get going with this solar, and I want to try and get it all done and wired, attached, and then hopefully wired in before winter really sets in and we get, you know, nasty weather where it's not any fun to work outside of the van. So we'll see. Anyway, that's where we're at right now. Being off work, I've got a little bit of time on my hands. So I should be able to get this going. And then I've got some other ideas on what I want to sort of start rearranging or doing inside the van as far as additional cabinetry and storage. So that's another thing. But right now, I want to try and focus on the installation of the solar. Yeah. So that's where we're at right now. And honestly, I'm kind of like, I'm excited. I'm having a hard time trying to get completely motivated with it, but at the same time, the excitement of getting it going is motivation enough. And we might as well try and do it with this window of good weather, so that's the plan. Anyhow, I hope everybody's having a good time out there. Hope y'all are having a good day. And if you're still a channel subscriber and a supporter and you're still here, thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. We don't have a lot of followers, and that's okay. That's okay. I think we're still less than 500. How long have I been at this now? It's gotta be a couple of years now. More than that. Don't remember when I started this. Anyway, it's been a couple of years at least. But, you know, I haven't really tried all that hard to get the channel going, and I haven't really been consistent with putting videos out and stuff like that. Now that you can do the shorts and things, so if you do the shorts, it can be a little bit more of an attention grabbing thing, because I think they put the shorts out there and people can take a look at it, you know, 30 seconds, a minute, and it's enough to get them interested in to see, oh, well, let's check this out. But yeah, if you're new to the channel and you've just come across this and you think you might like to support us, just hit subscribe. We appreciate it. Hit the notification bell. Make sure that you hit it for all. You got the little black bell with the italics around it, and that is or the quotation marks around it, and that is it lets you know when a video pops up. So every time I post a new video, it'll alert you. So just subscribing doesn't guarantee that, but if you hit the little black bell with the quotations, that's the one you want. So give us a thumbs up too, please. The puppies appreciate it, and I do too. Yeah, we'll do our best. And you know, life is a struggle sometimes, and for some people it's harder, and I never thought I was one of those people. I really thought I was stronger than that. Turns out I'm not. But that's what makes us human, is acknowledging that, you know, we may not be as strong as what we think we are. I've got strengths, I do. I think everybody has. But it's trying to find those again. And I think I'm on the right track. I do. I think I'm on the right track. And I think this is what I want to do, is put out content. And I do. I want to focus on that, because this lifestyle, I'm not leaving it. I'm not leaving it anytime soon. And there's so much more I want to do with the van. And I think that's content in itself, right? So the more I get to do project-wise on the van, the more content I'll be able to put out, and the more interest I'll gather from other people, hopefully. It's not a professional van build by any means. I'm not a professional van lifer. I'm not one of these influencers that has the glamorous life and goes to all these exotic beaches. You know what I mean? Those channels. Nothing wrong with those channels. Nothing at all. But in a lot of cases, they're not necessarily showing you the entire truth. They're showing you the glamorized version. They're not showing you the raw, dirty, ugly, gritty reality that it sometimes presents. And I'll always be raw, and I'll always be honest, and I'll always be transparent. when it comes to that. So, no fluff, no glamour here. And that's that. So anyway, I'm going to wrap it up. My attention deficit is kicking in, and yeah, there's just too much going on here. I need a quieter place to do this, so I can focus all my attention on the camera instead of looking around all the time. I'm just trying to concentrate and focus on one thing, which is talking to you. But this is part of the head injury as well, is it has heightened my ADHD quite a bit. Anyway, enough about me, enough about babbling. We're gonna go. So, thank you for joining. Thank you for sticking around, those of you that are still here. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I really do. The dogs appreciate that. And we're going to do our best to put one foot in front of the other and continue going forward. Yeah. So, stick around. There's some projects up my sleeve. And I think it's going to be interesting. It's going to be fun to learn. It's going to be a learning curve for sure for me. And hopefully maybe out there for somebody else it'll be a learning curve, and it'll be a teaching opportunity for me to be able to show you and teach you how you can do this without a lot of money. You just have to know about what to look for, know about the right materials, and know what you're looking for, and then do the research, just like I did. There's got to be other options besides this, so dig deeper, and then you'll find there's another rabbit hole to go down. And there's plenty of rabbit holes in YouTube. Alrighty guys, I'm gonna go. We're gonna head off. I gotta grab some more water, fill up my water, and hopefully find a spot to park for the night. So maybe that'll be another video. I'll show you guys what we do when we go looking for a spot to park. Alright, have a good one. Thanks again for tuning in. Thank you for having patience. I appreciate everybody. Take care. And remember, life's a journey. Enjoy the ride. See you next time.